Oh, well, good boy. Welcome back. We got this amazing book, The Code Talkers. It is set during the World War II era, a little bit before, a little bit after. We're going to get into it. All right. So, as we go through, please make sure you are doing your very best as you always do. Here's our big question for this unit, Module 2. How did World War II affect individuals? Okay. So, I want you to take a moment and think about this question. We've got World War II, which we started talking about earlier in this unit. So I'm going to highlight World War II. Just like Module 1, it seems like there's a concern for the individual. Last time it was individual in medieval society. This time it's the individual in World War II. So another historical period. Now, do I see any affect, like to impact in any way? I'm going to highlight that word blue and then switch back to yellow. Do I see anything about World War II or individuals? Americans. I know Americans fought in the war. Historical. I know it's from history. I'll have to keep looking. Individuals. Do I see anything about it? Oh, here's World War II, by the way. Individuals. Well, Navajo seems to have something to do with the individual. There's the author, Bukak. Intense. And individuals often have intense feelings. I know it's a stretch. All right, can you take a moment and see if you can find any words that connect with this essential question? How did World War II affect individuals? Please do so now. All right. Our identities shape us. How did Ned's Navajo identity provide strength during times of challenge? Write an essay analyzing Ned's character. Please take a moment and move these two red dots, which I have on these two dog tags over here. Move those two dots to two of the most important words in that writing prompt. Take the time to do so now. Excellent. So now we are going to get into Code Talkers. We're going to do it. Listen, my grandchildren. I'm going to have a special guest read this one. Special guest, are you ready? Yes. Okay, go ahead, special guest.
Grandchildren, you ask me about this medal of mine. There is much to be said about it. This small piece of metal holds a story that I was not allowed to speak for many winters. It is the true story of how Navajo Marines helped America win a great war. There is much that I must remember to speak for this medal, to tell its story as it should be told. I must remember not only the great secret for which I was trusted, but also all that happened to me and those like me. That is a lot, but I think I can do it well enough. After all, I was expected to remember, as were the other men trained with me. The lives of many men depended entirely on our memories. Look here. The man you see riding a horse on the back of this medal was an Indian. He is also one of those raising the flag there behind him. I knew him when we were both young men. His name was Ira Hayes. He was a fine person, even though he was not one of our people, but a Kima Odon, a Pima Indian. We both fought on a distant island, far off in the Pacific Ocean. There was smoke all around us from the exploding shells, the snapping sound of Japanese .25 caliber rifles, the thumping of mortars, and the rattling of machine guns. We could hear the pitiful cries of wounded men, our own Marines, and the enemy soldiers too. It was a terrible battle, but our men were determined as they struggled up that little mountain. On top of it is where Ira was photographed, raising the flag of Nehima. I was not one of those who fought to the top of Mount Suribachi, but I had my own special part to play. I helped send the message about our success, about the brave deeds so many Marines did that day for Nehima. Nehima, our mother. That is the Navajo word we chose to mean our country, this United States. It was a good name to use. When we Indians fought on those far-off islands, we always kept the thought in our minds that we were defending our mother, the sacred land that sustains us. Nehima is only one of the Navajo words we chose for places with Biligana names. South America became Shadia Nehima, our mother to the south. Alaska we called Behite with winter. Because we knew that Britain is an island, we gave them the name of Toltoa, surrounded by water. When we did not know much about a place, we described something about the people there. So we named Germany Iishbich Ahihi, Iron Hat, and Japan was Bina'ad Alitz Otsi, slant-eyed. Sometimes we didn't know much either about the country or the people there, but that did not stop us. We used our sense of humor and played with the English. The word we used for Spain was Dibidini, which means sheep pain. But I am getting ahead of myself. I have not even explained to you yet why we made up such names. I have not told you why being able to speak our Navajo language, the same Navajo language they tried to beat out of me when I was a child, was so important during World War II. It was because I was a Navajo code talker. What was a code talker, and what did we code talkers do? Why was the secret we shared so great that we could not even tell our families about it until long after the war ended? You cannot weave a rug before you set up the loom. So I will go back to the beginning, pound the posts in the ground, and build the frame. I will start where my own story of words and warriors begins. Code Talker.
Wow. Wowie zowie. Boy, they did a good job on those first 2 pages. Here's what I'd like y'all to do. If you have not had a chance to annotate, to find connections, right? That's what these are for. The magnifying glasses are to find a connection on the page. Then the light bulb is for a part that seems important. The question mark is what you have a question about. And this connects with today's learning target, which is about the central idea. Let's please annotate the first 2 pages of this novel. Go get them and good work.